All right, y'all. Good day, good day, good day. We finna get into it, y'all. So, not really on just one topic, y'all. We finna maneuver around through a few things. It's definitely gonna be good. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for supporting and rocking with your girl thus far. Shout out to all my day ones. Shout out to all my new subscribers. I love y'all. I see y'all. Appreciate y'all. Let's keep this thing going, okay? Because I tell you all the time, we're going to cry together. We're going to laugh together. We're going to be frustrated together. We're going to be angry together. We're going to be all of these things. But the meaning of the content is to get it out there and show them the truth and nothing but the truth. I be telling y'all, don't see it just out of my eyes. Go do it for yourself. Research, and do yourself a huge favor. Don't let nobody else feed y'all soul but yourself. It's out there for free. Okay? Now, with that being said, y'all, I just want to show y'all why I'm just so excited that I, again, started this journey 3 years ago. Okay. Not trying to go back to the person I was 3 years ago. I am coming from my family, from whenever I could vote up until now. I was voting blue, Democrat. Why? Family vote. Everybody votes it. We don't even know why. It's just instilled in us due to our families and stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying? But I always say that it was a why. I kept seeing them go at this man and I wanted to know why. And that why sparked my whole journey. Okay. And my why sparked all of you helping me on this journey. Now, I always tell y'all, I'm not perfect. I'm still learning. You definitely have to be careful how you search things. Y'all have came and got in my tail and said, look, Queen, everything cool in a very nice way. But y'all was like, I don't think, y'all be letting me know. And I appreciate y'all. Because again, I ain't perfect. That's what I got y'all here for. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, I want y'all to get what y'all need to get out of it. No, in real talk, please, please, please go find it out for yourself. It is there. It is there. Okay. Do not continue to be brainwashed. And I'm so happy and so excited that so many people have finally woke up and smelled the fresh coffee because it's been here. It's been brewing. Okay. It's been brewing. Now, with that being said, y'all, coming straight from Tara Bull 808 on X, judge rules Elon Musk and Trump can't cancel government spending cards. So Trump gave them their cards back. And then y'all, guess what he did? This is why I love our president, man. Check this out.
I absolutely love how Trump thinks outside the box. And one of the Doge cuts that him and Trump enacted was they canceled all the government employees' business cards, their credit cards, right? And then a judge said you can't cancel their payment cards, you can't take them away. You got to give them credit cards. And they were like, oh, okay. So then they just put limits of $1 on the cards and gave them back to him. And my buddy who works for the government was talking about how mad some of them were. Like, I can't use my credit card to go get lunch now. And that shit cracks me up so much. Thank you, Trump. I needed that. Elon Musk, you guys are killing it.
Yes.
Just keep doing what you're doing. The American people love you for it.
We sure do.
You too. Long live the Republic.
Facts, man. Now that's funny. Because I remember when they're like, you can't. So they say, hey, we'll give them the cards. We only putting $1 on. Man, they is wild. Now that's funny. All right. Girl Patriot 1974, y'all, on X. Trump and Elon are the dynamic duo we didn't know we needed. Facts, man. Let's get into it.
President Trump posts this on Truth Social.
See?
He's so funny. So Justin Trudeau says this, that there's not a chance in hell that Canada would become part of the United States.
Trump.
So Elon Musk, girl, you're not the governor of Canada anymore, so it doesn't matter what you say.
Oh my God. They are fools.
They must just crack themselves up. They must sit there posting and tweeting these things, just dying laughing. And then all the snowflakes get so offended. It's like, it's funny.
It is.
He says, girl.
And if y'all know.
The governor.
Y'all know. Him and Zelensky, y'all, got history. Girl.
I love it here. I love this America. It's the best version of America.
Girl, you're not even the governor of Canada anymore, so it doesn't even matter. Boy, them two are crazy. They like the perfect duo, though, because they be all over it. Y'all know Trump. He gonna troll you. He be on Truth Social. He be on X. That man be everywhere. Like Trump, like Cat Williams said, President Trump don't give a dang. He any and everywhere he wants to be. Like, that is facts. Let's get into it, y'all. You gotta love a real one. All right, Maxine Waters, Timu wearing wigs. I need you to bring your A to the front, cause tell me why. We just learned that you've been funneling money to your daughter. This is coming straight from @TonyX2, y'all. Let's get into it.
Oh, I just left a Doge meeting in Maxine Waters. I need you to bring your ass to the front. Cause tell me why we just learned that you've been funneling money to your daughter. So now it makes sense why Maxine was fighting so hard against Elon, talking about he in our business and our data and he shouldn't have access to. Shut up. That ain't why you were fighting. You weren't fighting for the American people. You were fighting to keep your ass out of hot water.
That part.
That's what it was. That's what it was. But we just found out, Maxine Waters, you've been funneling money to your daughter. Not just money, but you've been funneling regulated funds to your daughter that almost total up to $1 million.
Ooh.
So you out here doing all this and that, and you done got caught. You done got caught red-handed. So I'm going to tell you what, you got two options, and I'm going to refer this to Elon. You either can go to jail, or you can do what I think you should do. 23-hour hospice lockdown. That's what you need. 23-hour hospice lockdown. Take one or the other, because you dead wrong. You dead wrong. You doing all that fussing and all that fighting and all that acting up at the courthouse and all that in the meetings and shit. And the whole time, you the bamboozler. You the ringleader, bamboozler. It don't make no sense. You too old to be out here trying to bamboozle people. But guess what? Your ass done got caught now. So what can you say now, Maxine Waters?
Y'all, that is millions to millions. He's funny, but that's facts. Old tale. And that's the thing. The ones that's yelling and screaming most likely, y'all, are part of the corruption. Oh, I didn't know all these was going to be funny. All right, so this comes straight from Wall Street Apes, y'all, @Wall Street Apes on X. Boom. Article 2 of the U.S. Constitution states that the executive power shall be vested in the President of the United States of America. No court may take over that role. No court may define or limit the scope of the duties and of official of the executive office of the President. Rep. Harriet Hageman has significant experience in constitutional law. Her expertise is cases involving constitutional implications. This rogue liberal activist judge must be removed. Let's get into it.
Article 2 of the Constitution states that the executive power shall be vested in a President of the United States of America. In other words, it is the President that defines the executive branch. When you read this language, it says that no court may take over that role. No court may define or limit the scope of the duties of an official of the executive office of the President, people who work in the executive office. I think that what your amendment does is a violation of separation of powers, and it's a violation of Article 2 of the Constitution.
Gentlelady, yield.
Yes, I will.
It's always good when the constitutionalist specialist comes in. It helps us all. So what you're saying is that the bill codifies Article 2 for purposes of the court being reminded and instructed of their limitations, and the amendment would undo that.
That's exactly right, because then it would imply that a federal court could in fact define or limit the scope of the duties of those individuals who work within the executive office of the President, and that is not a federal court's role. That is for, under Article 2, Section 1 of the Constitution, that power is vested in a President of the United States of America.
Would the gentlelady further yield for another question?
Yes.
Your understanding is, with the current president, or the last one, or the next one, if we don't do something like this, realistically, the chief executive, president, would continue to have to answer a myriad of claims in up to not just 50 states, but multiple places in 50 states. And if that tactic was used, even more so than it may have been used in the past, that you would have a president having to use non-official funds to answer a series of cases alleged not to be that way. Is that true?
That's the way that I read this, and I think that it's very clear, especially starting in 2017 when President Trump was sworn in the first time, that the courts have been used for nefarious purposes on a variety of issues. In fact, yesterday we had a hearing in our constitutional subcommittee about lawfare and how lawfare had been weaponized against President Trump, both while he was president as well as after his presidency. So again, I guess that I'm very skeptical of the idea that people are not willing to use lawfare to go after a current or former president. We've seen it over the last 9 years in many different instances. But the president is the one who gets to define the limit and scope of the duties of the personnel within his office. That is very clear from Article 2 of the Constitution.
Well. So you see? Come on, y'all. Come on. These folks got to stop playing. They out here doing whatever the hell they want to do. They out here making their own constitutional rights up. They out here doing their own justice system. They doing whatever the hell they want to do. They ain't even abiding by how it's actually really supposed to be designed. Get order back in place. And that's what we getting back in place since my boy Trump has taken office, man. We getting order. All right, the 87,000 new IRS employees that Biden hired aren't going after the billionaires. They are going after you because you can't fight back. Fact. So they're going after us, huh? Here she is breaking down a little bit more informative information for us, y'all. So let's get into it.
So one of the things that I believe that is very obvious over the last 4 years is that our federal government has been weaponized against us. And in my first term, I was fortunate enough to be on the Select Committee on Weaponization of the Federal Government. And we were looking at things like the IRS. I don't know if you're aware of this, but there was an undercover operation with a gentleman who worked for the IRS. And he has explained that by using AI, they're able to access every person's bank account in the entire United States. And he even went as far as to say the world. I don't know about the ethics or the accuracy of that information. But for that reason, Jim Jordan and I authored a letter to the IRS demanding that they disclose how in the world they are accessing every single person's, how they could and would, and why they are accessing people's private bank accounts. But you know, the 87,000 IRS agents that Biden put in place, they were allegedly to go after the big guys. They were supposed to go after the millionaires and the billionaires. This guy spilled the beans that they don't go after the millionaires and billionaires. You know why? Because they can fight back. Because they have lawyers and accountants and that can
Facts.
It
makes sense.
planners and experts
makes sense.
who can fight back. You know who said he said they targeted? They target low income and middle income people because they are the ones that cannot fight back. So they are specifically targeting middle America. This whole thing about leaking IRS documents, tax documents, this is a threat, and this is why our government has got to be brought to heel, if you will, which is what President Trump is trying to do.
Facts, man. That's crazy. That's sad. That is really sad. You see? All right, this is coming straight from Trump, girl, at MAGA _ Patriot. Absolutely agree. 100% pound Doge. Y'all know Elon got these folks feathers, pennies in a bunch, shaking, screaming, unhinged. Because this man is revealing what they don't want us to see. But baby, we see it and we can't unsee it now. Let's get into it.
Elon Musk does have a security clearance. He has a top secret security clearance. By God, he makes the rockets for NASA. But the suggestion that he somehow can't be trusted to dig into how we're spending our money is nothing but a smokescreen to hide the corruption and the wasteful spending that has occurred there. And I am personally offended at the left's continued references to 19-year-olds and 21-year-olds in there doing work. There are 19-year-olds who have won the Medal of Honor defending this country. Just because you're 19 doesn't mean you're some child who can't be trusted. It is offensive. And if you're 19 years old out there, 20 years old, and you're serving this country, by God, your service matters. Keep serving. We thank you for that. Elon Musk does have a security clearance.
Now I did see him prior. I've reacted to this before, y'all. But facts. Ain't nothing but facts being spit out there, y'all. Ain't nothing but facts being spit out there. All right, here we go. Kelly at Patriot Mom 717 on X. Best explanation on Democrat Party I've heard yet. So we're gonna dive into it, y'all. I see it shows Outspoken J. That's her TikTok at Outspoken J, y'all. If y'all want to follow her, let's get it.
Or why the Democrats can't see why they have fallen. I was someone who hated Trump out of pure ignorance because I knew nothing about politics. I never paid attention to this shit. I didn't care because the way I've always felt was my vote never fucking mattered. And if it hasn't proven to be true up until this moment, that's pretty accurate if you ask me, because none of these people are representing us the way that they're supposed to. However, the Democrats, literally, all they did was talk trash about Trump. That was part of the reason why I didn't like him, was because all I heard were negative things. And when you don't do your own research, and you hear the majority of the people say negative things, and you start to go, okay, this must be bad. When you start to do your research, you start to realize that these people are fucking dumb. I'm so sorry, but you are. And another reason why I didn't like him was because I felt like he didn't talk like a politician. I didn't think it was appropriate for him to go and talk the shit that he talks until I realized that that's exactly how you guys need to be talked to. That's the only thing that seems to register in your brain. And the thing that people don't understand with the Democrats is they are very big on handing out money, but they like to mask it as a social program. Like they really want to help the people, and everyone just wants to put their foot on your neck. They don't explain to you how much it costs to give you these services and how it's going to affect you in the long run. They don't talk about the raise of taxes. And they know that it takes a couple years for that to start to increase. So by the time that you notice, they can blame it on someone else, because now the presidency, whoever their administration one, is no longer in the office, and they can blame the next person, or they can blame the previous person, because you don't really quite understand how this works. And they count on that. You want to talk about loving the uneducated? That's the Democrats, to be quite honest. They sit here and they complain and they talk shit. Has concepts of a plan. Well, that's better than no plan at all, because if you don't know what a concept of a plan is, it's various ideas that you could possibly have to implement, but you don't really know which one's going to work until you're in there and figure it out. So if you want me to decorate your home, I can come up with a bunch of concepts of plans, but I'm not going to really know which one's going to work until I'm in your house and I see what you got going on.
Facts, come on, baby.
So that is essentially a concept of a plan that ends up becoming a plan. You guys don't have that. All you guys have is relying on the fact that people hate him so much that you can just sit here and deflect.
Yep.
So again, that's like me asking you to decorate my house, and instead of you giving me any type of plan, you just want to sit there and point out how ugly someone else's house is and how you don't plan to do it that way. Like, it wouldn't be that way, but you're not going to tell me how it will be. You guys don't seem to understand how hard you have failed the people. It is ridiculous. It is like we're starting to realize, like, okay, you know what? As much as I really want to have all these, like, nice things, I would love to have, well, I don't really want the whole universal healthcare. I'd like affordable healthcare. But you start to realize, oh, okay, it's not just completely black and white like that. It's not just give me money because you have it and you can do it. When you start to realize all the economics that go into running a fucking country that are past just a simple, just give us money for healthcare, and you start to realize, well, we're spending money here, we're spending money there, we need money for this, we need money for this, we need this infrastructure, we have all these things we're far behind on. How are we going to fund them and fund this? Nobody can seem to answer that fucking question, but you want to keep literally trying to convince me that I should be okay with you just spending my tax dollars like it's nobody's business.
Facts, man.
Like, you guys are like the biggest fucking tricks at this point. You guys have been pimping the American people for fucking decades.
Decades, baby.
And we have finally woken up. Some of us haven't. Some of us still want to hold on to the dream that the Democrats want to protect us, that they're protecting us from the evil Nazis. Like, you guys have literally called 50% of the country Nazis, and you sit here and go, why don't they want to team up with us? You're talking to the American people. You think you're attacking him, but when we all sit there and we say, well, we want someone like that in office, you're attacking us, and you don't seem to understand that. I don't understand why anyone would sit here and talk any type of thing about Trump being inappropriate when I haven't even seen anybody on the Democratic Party act appropriate.
Okay, facts.
They only stand for a percentage of the country. And if you do not align with their views, they will not represent you at all. They will see you as an enemy, and they would want it to be outsider. That's the reality of it.
Yep, that's them.
Republicans will look at you and call you stupid, and that's about it. Republicans, to me, I look at it, are like They're that hard parent that you don't really understand why they're so fucking hard on you, and you get really annoyed because you feel like you know better until you grow up and you realize, oh my God, now I realize why they were so hard on me. The Democrats are the best friend parent that let you literally ruin your life because it was your choice. Because at least it was your choice. They allowed you to freely express yourself straight into the grave. I don't know why anybody likes that,
Facts,
why you guys
man.
would still be a part of that. You don't even have to be a Republican. Just, you need to shift. Democrat needs to become something else. It can't just be free, willy-nilly, giving money away, and just sitting there talking shit and putting fear into everyone thinking that the Nazis are coming for you. Like that, right there, the fact that people have tried to kill your colleagues because of those types of comments, who are now going to be rotting in fucking jail because of the shit that you keep implementing in their head. The unaliving thoughts they want to have on themselves because of the shit you keep telling them. You guys should be held accountable for that, because I'm pretty sure if I bullied the shit out of someone online and something happened, I'd be held accountable for that. But you guys can sit here and talk any type of shit, fuck with people's mental health, and it's completely fine. Okay.
Man, facts, y'all. That is Outspoken Jay on TikTok. Okay, if y'all want to go follow her, man, she was on point with with all of it. Straight spitting facts, y'all. I like that. All right, y'all, so we finna get into it. Edmond Breeden, y'all. Monica on X. Democrats are the party of pure evil. This is powerful. Man breaks down over Democrats' treatment of DJ Daniel Hart. Wrenching reaction, part 3. So there's part 1 and 2. I'm gonna go back and see the 1 and 2.
Do something about it. But here's where we're gonna go. We're gonna get right into this, because I'm telling you what, this is where you lose me. This is where you lost me. I am an independent. I don't lean right. I don't lean left. I lean people. I vote people over party. And there's a reason that I do this. And so here's where you lost me, and here's where you lose the people, Democrats. And here's why you keep losing these elections. This is why. You had 3 opportunities to stand up for Americans that had suffered in this country, and you sat your asses down. Give me a break. Let's just start with DJ, the 10-year-old with cancer, who fought it, who beat it, and who has a passion and a desire to be a police officer. He was made an honorary Secret Service agent. It was one of the most heartwarming things I'd ever seen. I couldn't contain myself. I couldn't help but crying. And to see a Secret Service man who, by definition, is just all hands off, right? We don't hug them. We don't touch them. We don't even get in their personal space. Literally lost it and embraced this little boy. Not one Democrat stood up. Not one.
Not one.
I'm so done with you people. Then you have Laken Riley's family. This woman was raped, murdered, and beat to shit dead. That's the facts and the reality of it. By 2 illegal Venezuelans. No, I'm sorry, 1. It was the other girl that was beat by 2
the 12-year-old
Venezuelans. Yep. This one was it? Jose Ibarra came into this country illegally and was allowed into this country illegally. And he took the life of a young American nursing student. Why are you mad about this woman? You stand up for women's rights and you're not mad? You're not angry? You sit your ass down and you sit there because you're so pissed off at
She
Trump?
give me chills, boy.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yes.
And then you have the family for Jocelyn Nunegray. 12 years old. My son is 12. Come at me. I'll cut you. 12 years old. Her life is over because of Venezuelan immigrants that came into this country. They raped her. They murdered her. He dedicated a refuge to her because she has a passion for nature. And you assholes sat down.
Woo.
What's wrong with you?
Yes.
What is wrong with
Oh
you?
my God.
You're on the wrong side of humanity. It's not about what side of the aisle you're on. You're on the wrong side of humanity. I don't give a shit about policy. I don't care about Ukraine right now. I don't care about the war. I don't care about the billions that we sent. 3 American children were being honored last night, and you sat the down. I'm not okay with you. We are not the same. And if you want to unfollow me, go right the ahead.
Okay, come on. Facts.
But if you are just as angry and you are just as pissed off as I am right now, and you have had enough, follow the button. Let's be a community and let's start continuously speaking up, because I am disgusted as an American. I have watched people sitting here going, I stand with Ukraine. Do so. Do so. I don't give a shit. You can stand with whatever country that you want. But if you are here in this country and you consider yourself a citizen, you also stand for the Americans. Nobody says you can't stand with or for of a Zelensky, whoever, whatever you want to do it. You'll never hear me say that you can't and shouldn't. But shame on you, you pieces of, for sitting down at the acknowledgement of those 3 children. You make me sick. You're a different kind of level of evil that I want no part of. And I'm telling you, you're guaranteeing a continual Republican ticket by doing this. Your hate for him should never supersede honoring Americans, especially those that died at the hands of open borders.
Ooh, come on, boy. Boy.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I wasn't gonna let that play as long, but
man,
I kind of got chills and goosebumps.
Yes, I
listening to
did.
this
Me
lady
too.
because I agree with everything that she said.
Facts.
You can't refute one word that this woman said. Not one word.
Period.
Oh my goodness, that was powerful.
Yes.
That was powerful. I'm not even gonna try to come behind that right now.
I gotta find a 1 and 2.
Whole life, they never did anything they promised. They would come to the black church and sing some Negro spirituals with us, and then disappear. Once they got our vote, they never did anything they promised. I vote for a Republican once in my life, and this dude done did everything he promised on steroids. He ain't even been in office 2 months, and everything I voted for, I'm getting. It's amazing. Do he sleep? Like this dude,
For real. Facts.
On a mission to do what Nakia voted for. He said, Nakia want me to fix that border. I'm on it. Nakia want to make sure that.
Man, that's facts though. If y'all want to follow her, it's at a.righteous. Hang on, let's get that again.
Something about it. But here's what we're gonna.
I'm getting that for y'all. So at a.righteous.persp6. That's her TikTok, y'all. a.righteous.persp6. Man, I got chills listening to that because, like he said, I agree with everything. When I say everything she said, y'all, everything she said. Because yes, if you did not get teary-eyed, and if you ain't feeling how she felt, because that was just disrespectful, like it was very annoying, very irritating, and it goes to show people, honestly, once again, why voting Trump in office was the right thing. Point blank, period. It lets us know that we don't have to regret the decision that we made because we made the right decision. And we about to tie this up, y'all, but check this out. It says how to spot a Democrat. Let's get into it.
This is Mr. Montgomery. I met him a few weeks ago in New York.
Oh, how are you? You live here?
Yes.
Well, maybe you know what a zombie is.
When a person dies and is buried, it seems there are certain voodoo priests who have the power to bring him back to life.
Horrible.
It's worse than horrible because a zombie has no will of his own. You see them sometimes walking around blindly with dead eyes, following orders, not knowing what they do, not caring.
You mean like Democrats?
This is Mr. Montgomery. I met him a few weeks ago in New York.
That's how you spot them, y'all. That's how you spot them. You mean like Democrats? Hell yeah. All right, y'all. And I'm just going to end y'all with this. My boy Benny Johnson. It says Trump supporters shout out a powerful message to President Trump as he's driving by in Florida. Keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting. That part.
Keep fighting! Keep fighting!
Oh, get him. All on his little phone. Keep fighting, President. I want to see that again.
Keep fighting! Keep fighting!
Man, see, that's what I'm talking about. Let that be the other administration. He would have just kept looking straight forward. At least our president, he on the phone and he still had time to wave at his people. That's what I like about Trump, though, because he takes the time out to really, be with the people. He talk his talk and he talked the talk and he walked the walk. He talked the talk and he is definitely walking the walk. Y'all get off my president, for real. Y'all can't tell me ish about my president. Y'all can't. And like she said, if you don't like none of this, then don't follow me. Unsubscribe. I don't care. All right, y'all. Let's chop it up in the comment section. Y'all know I'm a fool. I do not care. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, kicking it with your girl. I love y'all. Thank y'all for the love and support. I didn't know so many of these the content that I showed today was gonna have us laughing, but I enjoyed y'all. I enjoyed this. Y'all, let's chop it up in the comment section. Y'all know how I like to talk. So let me know y'all thoughts. And thank y'all for the ones who actually watch it from beginning to the end, not watch a few here and then skip through. Thank you for watching it from beginning to the end. Thank you for sharing. Thank y'all for all the donos. Thank y'all for everything. And thank y'all for just having my back. Y'all my family, okay? That's it. We family. Once you subscribe, welcome to the hive, okay? Y'all family now. All right? So make sure y'all share this, share this, share this, share. Let's get it out there. I'm out.